Hi everyone! In today's video I'm going to go over quite a lot of stuff, including the new Resident Evil movie that is due to come out in the UK in December. But in the United States it comes out in November. So it's bloody annoying that the Americans get the film before us, but I'm also going to be going over the new SpiderMan trailer, Doctor Who, the latest episode, and also the woke nonsense that has been going on in the world again. It's just getting worse all of the time. But without further ado, let's get to it with the Spider-Man trailer.
Ever since I got bit by that spider, I've only had 1 week where my life has felt normal. That was when you found out.
When you botched that spell where you wanted everyone to forget that Peter Parker's Spider-Man, we started getting some visitors. From every universe.
Every universe, does that mean like every Marvel universe, or does it also mean the Star Wars universe? I don't know.
Hello, Peter. You're not Peter Parker.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Dr. Otto Octavius.
Wait, no, seriously, what's your actual name?
There are others out there. We won't.
I'm not sure if I agree with them taking the piss out of Otto Octavius' name. I mean, isn't that the name that Stan Lee gave him? I mean, when Stan Lee gave him that name, was it supposed to be funny in the first place? I'm not entirely sure.
Send them back. So, Scooby-Doo this crap.
You know, all this is kind of your mess. I know a couple magic words myself, starting with the word please.
Please, Scooby-Doo this crap. They're flying out into the darkness to fight ghosts.
What do you mean?
They all die fighting Spider-Man. It's their fate. I'm sorry, kid.
Yeah, me too.
Don't.
There has to be another way.
There isn't. They're a danger to our universe. You're not gonna take this away from me. Peter. You're strong.
That's cool that Electro finally has, like, a costume that is closer to his comics costume.
And everything you want, while the world tries to make you choose.
So wait a minute. Do we get the Willem Dafoe Green Goblin, but we also get the Dane DeHaan Green Goblin as well? So hang on, what? Let's just watch that again.
Everything you want.
Yeah, that one looks like the Dane DeHaan one there. Or maybe it's a totally new Goblin, I don't know.
Tries to make you choose.
This is all my fault. I can't save everyone.
Well, that's obviously reminiscent of the famous comic storyline where MJ falls off of the bridge, but it's kind of obvious that the Tom Holland Spider-Man's going to die. I mean, will 2021 be remembered as the year when Spider-Man dies but James Bond dies as well? Yeah, sorry for those who haven't seen the new James Bond film, but he dies, okay? Because if you haven't seen it yet, it's bad luck. Or tough luck. I can't believe they still haven't put, like, Toby and Andrew in the trailer. Because everybody knows that they're going to be in it, so what is the point in keeping it a secret anymore? I mean, it's not even a secret anymore, that's the point. Like, it's... Because, like, if they're not in the film, then the fans are going to be massively let down and disappointed. And surely, like, Disney and Marvel Studios must realise that. I, for one, hope that there's a massive link to Loki with this film. If there's not, then I'm going to be slightly disappointed. Because we were promised that the TV shows were going to link massively to the films. So even if it links to Loki via a post-credit scene, that would be better than nothing. I mean, I don't think they've included Venom in this trailer either, and for those who have seen Venom Let There Be Carnage, it's obvious that Venom and Spider-Man are going to have a crossover at some point. It may not happen in this film, but it might happen in a later film. So here we have the poster for Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. Well, first of all, I'll start by saying some positive things. So, I think the casting of Kea Scodelario and Hannah John Kamen, that's perfect casting. Because, like, Claire and Jill, they're meant to be intelligent and sexy. So it's only natural that you would cast, like, intelligent and sexy actresses. But now I have to get on to the small criticisms. It is constructive criticisms, obviously. But, I mean, this actor, who's playing Leon, I'm not familiar with any of his work. So I don't know if he has the right personality to play Leon. But we'll just have to wait and see if he actually pulls it off or not. But in terms of looks, he looks absolutely nothing like Leon. So I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking with that casting choice. But in terms of Wesker, obviously he's not wearing his iconic shades. But I'm hoping to see him wearing the shades in future installments of this franchise. Or even if it happens in, like, the post-credits scene of this movie. That would be better than nothing. But we haven't seen, like, anything of Ada Wong yet. So I'm just thinking, like, maybe she's only in a post-credits scene. If she's been edited out of the movie entirely, I'll be massively pissed off, but there we go. The casting of Chris seems pretty good, actually. But other than that, I hope we get a sequel to this movie. Like, maybe a movie based on Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. I mean, to be honest, I would prefer it if Claire was wearing, like, her classic RE2 outfit, like the one with the boots. But, you know, you can't have everything, can you? I mean, I hope in a future movie we get to see, like, Hannah John Kamen, Jill, actually wearing her iconic RE3 outfit with the boots. The latest Doctor Who episode, Once Upon a Time, what can I say about it was a really good episode for hardcore fans like me, but it just wasn't like a good episode for casual viewers, though. Because if you're just like a casual viewer on a Sunday night, you're gonna think, what the hell is going on here? I have no idea. This makes no sense to me. Like, because this scene here, for example, right, it was basically Jodie's doctor was reliving her past. Meaning, like, her past when she was the fugitive doctor. Now, the fugitive doctor, we're still not entirely sure where she comes in the timeline, but a lot of theories suggest that she could have been before William Hartnell, or she could have been squished in between Patrick Troughton and John Pertwee. Because, of course, we never actually got a regeneration scene of Patrick Troughton turning into John Pertwee. But, anyway, let's get back to the main point. So, it turns out that the time streams were colliding. So this isn't actually Dan, Yaz and Vinder, it's actually members of the Division. The Division are actually like a secret society of Time Lords. Well, that's what I'm guessing that they're Time Lords anyway. Obviously, the Doctor is a Time Lord. Having said that, the Timeless Child storyline, maybe the Doctor's not actually a Time Lord after all. But in this scene, it turned out that Dan wasn't actually Dan, and he was actually Carvanista, the person with a dog head. So obviously Carvanista's not a Time Lord. But my theory is that in this scene, Yaz and Vinder were actually Omega and Rassilon, the Time Lords. But, I mean, if they're trying to get people on board with Jodie's Doctor, they're going the wrong way about it by making a massively confusing episode like this. It wasn't confusing to me, but obviously it's going to be confusing to the average casual viewer. Now we have to get onto the woke stuff, and it says, why Black Panther 2 isn't stuck with anti-vaxxer Letitia Wright. I mean, for God's sake, where do I start with this? I mean, look, I hate when people try and link politics with COVID-19, but the reality is, if you look at the statistics, most anti-vaxxers are right-wing, and most people who want to take the vaccine are left-wing. I mean, look, Letitia Wright, she's intelligent and sexy, so who cares if she's an anti-vaxxer? I don't give a shit. I mean, whoever wrote this article on this Inverse website obviously has a left-wing bias, so they don't seem to take the right-wing view at all. Like, look, I don't identify as left-wing or right-wing, but lately I tend to lean more towards the right because I'm losing patience and tolerance with the left. Like, in the last general election, I voted for Labour because I had every faith in Jeremy Corbyn. But in the next general election, I will probably vote for the Tories because when it comes to Keir Starmer, the new leader of the Labour Party, I hate his guts. I have no faith in him whatsoever. This makes me laugh what this person's put here. This issue would cease to exist if Wright would comply with government recommendations and get vaccinated. We don't want to comply with the government anymore. That's the point. We want no government. We want a revolution. Just like Russell Brand's once.